I hate to call people out, but why not call things what they are? A liar is a liar. And I started noticing something, and I've said this a few times. I've said it on my last live. In case you haven't been on my live stream, every Sunday I try to do a live stream about 5 p.m. Pacific time. Well, I got to a point where I was talking about honesty in real estate. Let's be honest. Everyone talks about how dishonest real estate agents are until they have a real estate agent. Then they want the real estate agent to lie all day long. It's kind of like politicians. Every other politician's a liar, but ours gets us money. Well, here's the issue I came across, and I've come across it quite a bit lately because I try to do things in an ethical manner, and everyone else doesn't. So I wanted to talk about these and, one, dispel a few myths and tell you how to get around a few things. So on this latest one, not getting into the individual's situation, it was a divorce. So I was going to take a divorce listing, and all of a sudden one of the parties went, well, I feel that favored the other party because you're both veterans. Well, here's how it really works. You are not allowed to favor any party in a divorce. Plus, when you're selling a house, how are you going to favor some party? What are you going to do? Magically give one party more money than the other party? That's impossible to do. But when you look at and listen to the words that were coming out of their mouths, they weren't words they made up. This was long term that we're going to list this house. So how all of a sudden, how did this come up? I know how it came up. It came up because their house was about to be listed. And an agent found out that their house was about to be listed. They went and approached them, and then they started trying to find any little thing to pick around to get the deal. AKA, they were lying. I already know this. I could just tell by the words that were being used that an agent was doing this. So I decided to make this video to tell you all the lies that agents tell and how to protect yourself. First of all, in a case like this where it's a divorce or anything else, your real estate agent is 100% impartial. I had one that was divorced where one of the individuals said to me, well, I helped choose you, so I want you to back me up on every one of my plays. And I was like, no, I can't back you up on any plays. I have to be impartial. If your agent is ethical, they're impartial. So that also speaks to the agent who, of course, put words in this one's mouth. This is like the fourth one so far this year, and we're at halfway through January. People say what they want to say. I had kind of an argument with other agent end of last week, and then it kind of came up today with a completely different agent. And the first thing the agent I spoke with today was like, well, did they sign the listing paperwork? How many times have you heard that out of an agent's mouth? Oh, I've already chosen a realtor, no worries. Have you signed the paperwork? No respect whatsoever. And that's because it's a sales job. Your job is not to do anything for you, it's to sell something and get money. So if they ever say, have you signed the paperwork? What they're really meaning is, sure, let me come in there and try to change your mind. Let's say you hadn't signed the paperwork and it was with them and some agent came along and did what they were pulling. How do you think that goes over? You promised me. Hear that all the time. The promises that you made, but your promises to other people are somehow different. That's what's wrong with sales. That's why I don't consider myself a salesperson. I'm a retired military member who is helping people buy and sell homes. One of the best agents I've ever run across, and I say best, I mean like selling a lot of homes. They said to me one time, I don't know anything about real estate, but I know it's how to sell myself. This individual admitted he knew nothing about real estate, but he could sell himself. All the time, you sit here, you want some honesty. When people tell you honest things, a lot of times people don't want to hear it. Like, I know one agent, I mean top. When I say top, there are over 15,000 real estate agents here in this area. They're in the top 5, not the top 5%, top 5. Said to me one time, if someone said they wanted to live in the Ridges and wanted to pay $250,000 for a home, the Ridges, this is where multi-million-dollar homes are. The words out of their mouth was, I'd say, I'm going to do my darndest to find you that home, knowing that they would never do that because they just wanted the person. All these agents who say they have a special program to sell your house for more than anyone else, I have a bad secret for you. There is no special program. I've heard of that one where I lost one to, at this time I'll call it so-called friend, I guess to a longer one. Not because I lost the listing, but it ended up being listed for 10 months and they got less money than they could have gotten in the first place. So they sat there paying their mortgage for 10 straight months to get less money than they could have gotten. I see that all day long. You know what agents say? I'm going to take that listener, say whatever I have to, until I get them to lower the price to where I need it to be. Why are you doing this? And I'm saying this to the sellers. I'm saying the same on the buyer side. Some agent who's telling you that they have some special program, they're going to negotiate harder for you so you'll pay less money. It's all a joke. I know a top agent in this market. You know what they do? Every time they sell a house, well, it's not really happening now because every house is selling at or above list price pretty much. But in the before time, every time they sold a house, the day it closed, they changed the they changed the price of the house, the list price, to whatever they sold it for or less. This way they could walk into a listing presentation and go, I sell all of my houses for 100% or more of the list price because I have a special program. That's what they say. Stop believing this stuff. And if you want to hear some of the stuff that you may not want to hear but is the absolute truth, go ahead, tune into this channel. If you have not hit that subscribe button below, I'm going to be honest with you. I had a goal at the end of last year. I wanted to hit 750 subscribers, and I am oh so close right now. And if I'm really lucky, maybe by the time this posts, maybe I'll have that 750. But you know, no matter what, I would like you to do that favor. If that button is still red down there instead of gray, hit that subscribe button and hit the like button. And I want to just keep bringing you more and more truth every single week. Thanks a lot, y'all.